Hello, good morning children. Today we will be doing the exercises of practical life. This is the most favorite activity at school. At home also you should try and do this. Okay? Ask mommy to allow you to do it. And she will allow you to do only if you do it properly. நீங்கள் அதை வச்சு விளையாட்டு பண்ணுறதோ இல்லைன்னா அப்படி இப்படியெல்லாம் வந்து அதை சிந்திட்டேங்கன்னா இல்லைன்னா யூ நாட் யூஸிங் த கரெக்ட் வேனா அப்புறம் அம்மா கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. சரியா? அப்போ அம்மா எப்படி காட்டுறாங்களோ இல்லை மிஸ் ஜூனோ எப்படி காட்டுறேனோ அதே மாதிரி தான் நீங்கள் வீட்டில் செஞ்சு பழகும். ஓகே, டுடே வி ஆர் கோயிங் டு டூ சம் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபரிங்னா ஒரு இதிலேருந்து இன்னொரு இதுக்கு அம்மா எப்படி உங்களுக்கு சாதம் வந்து அப்படியே அந்த பாத்திரத்துலேருந்து எடுத்து பிளேட்டுக்கு ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணுறாங்களா, அதே மாதிரி இப்போ குழம்பு சாம்பார் ஷீ வில் டேக் அண்ட் ஷீல் போர் இட் இன் டு த பிளேட். எஸ், ஸோ தட் இஸ் கால்ட் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபரிங். அங்கிருந்து இங்கே கொண்டு வர்றது தான் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபரிங். ஓகே, மூவிங் இட் ஃப்ரம் ஹியர் டு தேர், தட் இஸ் கால்ட் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபரிங். Today we are going to do transferring with some grains. Okay, grain என்ன இந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது கிச்சனில் இருக்குமே அம்மா கிட்ட, பருப்பு, தால். ஓகே, தால், pulses, that is what we are going to use. Pulses and dals we will use for transferring. For doing that you will have to have one small tray like this. Okay, one small tray like this and 2 tumblers. Tumblers have to be, having a flat base, because children when they are handling for the first time they should not be disappointed that they cannot handle it. It must sit stable without shaking. Okay, see, when I am shaking it is not really, if it is going to have some kind of soft, the contoured edges are not flat, then they keep moving like this and it may spill. So we don't want to give the child that kind of a challenge. So make sure that it is flat. And how much of, see this tumbler, you see it is very short and very stout also. It has got this flat base. That way. I need 2 glasses like this with pulses in it. Now I will show you how to transfer it from one tumbler to another tumbler. Watch closely. First we need to help the child on the grip of the tumbler. Different vessels have different way to be held. So we have to first help the child using the thumb and 4 fingers. They can do it one more time. If they want, they can switch the places. Did you see? I did not spill it. I did not spill it anywhere. Next I will show you transferring from a cup to another cup. For transferring from one cup to another cup, I need 2 cups which are identical, same to same, and preferably a small cup. See how I am going to hold the cup. Thumb and 2 or 3 fingers what goes in. This is very, very important. Generally the child will try to do like this, and what will happen, the cup will, with the weight, whatever is there inside, it will try to bend like this and the entire weight will be on this 3. But when you are going to use a thumb, you have absolute control while pouring. This is very, very important. Make sure that the child is always putting the thumb on top. This is an excellent support and control while pouring. Now let's see how we are going to pour. If it is inconvenient, they can do it out of the tray also. The tray is generally to ensure that whatever spills is inside it. Instead you can use a placemat for that. Make sure that you always pour slowly. If your child is a left-hander, allow the child to use the left hand to do the pouring. I'll tell you why they need to use a left hand for pouring. When the activity is done, they can put it back. This activity is for M2 children because there is a level indicator in each of these cups or the katoris what we have here. Can you see the blue line here? Yeah, that is an indicator of where to stop. Now is where I am telling you the control that we need to practice on. When the child is going to have this control over this pouring, they will be able to manage the stop of flow. It will happen only if the thumb is on top. That's why I am iterating, thumb on top. As many fingers which can go inside. Now I have to pour into this and stop when it reaches that line. Stop. Can go in circles for grains. Stop. I will still have excess in it. But this activity is about learning how to control the flow of grains. After they've done, they can redo it by pouring it back into the mug. Once again, stop, stop, stop. They can pour. Whenever they finish the activity, they should ensure that it is put back to its original status. If there is any spillage, they can collect and put it inside. This is a very important activity for the child, and you by now will agree with me that this is one of the favorite activity and they love doing it with water. Before they go into water, we need to ensure that they are good with dry pouring, because when they spill the things which are dry, it is easier to collect off. If they are going to pour water, it's going to be a little messy, and that will be another activity. Cleaning up will be another activity. So to ensure that they can do a good job, we start little by little. One day at a time we are going to move. So they will be using these pouring grains mainly because it's not just an activity of learning how to pour and master that. In one way, if you see, this pouring activity improves the agility of the wrist. If you see, every time the child, without knowing that it is doing an exercise, they keep pouring again and again and again and again. They love doing it. But this is an exercise for their wrist. That is why I am telling this is exercises of practical life. And for a left-hander, it is important they practice in left. Okay, so that their wrist becomes agile. Very soon, it will help in writing. Otherwise, when they are writing, they are definitely going to say that it hurts. And they are saying the truth. When they are saying it hurts, it is hurting them. So what you can do, the help that you can give is improve the wrist agility by doing activities like this for the wrist. Similarly, for the when I came to the mug, I told you about this grip of putting the thumb and 2 or 3 fingers inside. Now this has a weight to it, and your thumb is taking control of that weight. This also helps in writing, particularly when you want to ensure the lightness of touch. For that, the writing instrument itself is heavy for them, if you have noticed. Earlier they would have used some thin crayons, but as they are starting to use pencils, it will be a little heavy for them. So working with materials like this ensures that the hand knows to handle weight. Okay, that is why we are asking you, let them practice these activities at home in your surveillance. You have to be around, because if you are not around, they will get playful. you can allow them to be a little playful, because they would want to know what is this, they want to feel it, they want to feel the texture of these grains, they would want to smell and see what is the taste. Some of them may even want to taste it also. At school we do not allow tasting, but still I am telling, if they want to, let them taste it also, so that they know that these are edible things or non-edible things, or the texture of it they can feel and see. Also they can learn the names of these pulses, urad dal or tur dal, or the names of the pulses. Everything that the child is doing is an opportunity for the child to learn, and also an opportunity for us to teach them. So make use of this fantastic opportunity to sit with your child and do the exercises of practical life. Thank you.